Hello guys, hope you're all okay. Very long time since I last posted a video, so apologies. I'll give you a quick recap as to why it's been so long, but I won't draw on too much about it because it's not roleplay related or whatever. Basically, last video I might have said that I wasn't feeling too good. This had went on for quite a while, and I had to go to the hospital about it, and they've got a little bit of concerns about my pancreas. So my diet has completely changed. I've been having to do loads of training. Feeling a lot better now, but massive lifestyle change, massive amount of training I'm having to do, which for any people who do training, etc., is quite time consuming, especially trying to fit my diet around it. There's very limited things I can eat, so that's like quite time consuming as well. But on top of that, obviously once it's potentially, I've got to have a CT scan and things like that, a bit of a life scare type of thing really. So been spending a lot of time with my family, still doing the hobby, very much still doing the hobby because it is, after my family, it's my next love. So throwing myself into that. Still doing the painting. I'll do a recap of things like this in a moment just to tell you what's been going on. Been doing a lot of stuff to do with Dungeons and Dragons, the world's largest dungeon. That's still been going on. I'll do a video with a recap of all that's been going on, and then I'll restart filming that with the guys. That's a regular thing now, once a fortnight, round at my house. My original Dungeon Master, Mark, who was my best mate, he's now got his game back on track. He's DMing full time again, so that's once a week we're doing that. So that takes up time as well because I'm the leader in that group. But yeah, basically a lot of time with family, a lot of time training, working, and then just doing stuff, building my world. And I'm particularly looking forward to doing an episode for you because I've went on about how to create worlds and how to DM like this and how to do this and that and the other. Because I've been doing so much of it, I'm really looking forward to doing putting a little package together to showing you what I've done, what I've been doing recently to adapt my world and bring my world along. So that should be quite interesting to show things in perspective rather than just talking about it. But I'll do that as a standalone episode to bring things back on track for the world's largest dungeon, which they are actually out of now. They're out of the world's largest dungeon. And it's incorporated, so you've got the dungeon element of it and an open world element as well. But I'll go more into that in a separate session, basically. But I am back on track, hopefully, touch wood, unless anything comes back off the hospital. That's not very good. So, figures-wise, what's been going on? Well, certainly haven't been sort of like slacking on the figure side of things. I'll do a still at the end, but basically if I just pan that down there, this was my little goblin army, some of my goblin army. I'll do some screenshots at the end of it, which is obviously grown from the skirmish army that I showed a few videos back. So that's grown in size, but that's been related to do with the role-playing element, not the wargaming side of it. The lads had a weekend away at my caravan, and they fought a guy called Arglist the Goblin King, which is this gentleman, which you've seen in one of my videos. Really good weekend, really tough fights. He managed to escape, but they won the battle. A couple of people nearly died and things, but I'll recap that in a later video, as I say, to get you back on track with them. So plenty of painting. I've been also doing a lot of basing. These are the old sort of Wizards of the Coast or WizKids or Pathfinder plastics. Just been doing a lot of basing them up, just to bring them out a bit, just to make them look keep a bit more in tow with my other painted miniatures. This guy did a full paint job on. He was originally a brown, like mutated Minotaur, fiendish Minotaur. He got a full new paint job. He got the blood for the blood god on his claws, horns were repainted. The whole thing was repainted to look like I made him a fiendish Yeti. And that's one of the things I've been enjoying doing, repainting some plastics. Another thing I've been doing is I did a few conversions. So that's a plastic Wizards of the Coast direwolf. Direwolf. And I wanted a leader for the Wolf Riders, Goblin Wolf Riders. And if you look at that, obviously that stands head and shoulders size wise. So I thought, stick him on that, basically pinned him, give him a paint job on the miniature, did a bit of converting on him so that his legs were wide enough to fit the wolf. Did it like a 3-tier painting, so the same as my other wolf guys. This wolf I didn't paint at all, but I think it's pretty much they don't look too dissimilar to each other. But yeah, pin the model to the wolf. So that's just pinned, it's not glued, so it can actually come out, and then that wolf is just a dire wolf again. So yeah, did that. Things like just doing techniques like dappling to create like an ice effect on other Wizards of the Coast ice elemental. Done a dapple effect on there and then glossed the bottom of it to make it look like ice. I did the same thing with little frost methods, ice methods. And then I've been doing a bit of scenery as well. So really fast, nothing spectacular. I just wanted to bang them out. So a bit of loose tile, which I just picked up off a side of the road. A piece of normal branch there, and I've just basically used no more nails, bit of GW snow flock, bit of sand on a cork coaster. Just used a cork coaster, and I got one of the old test bottles from B&Q. I think it was like an eggshell white or something like that. Just splashed it all on. Couple of bushes as well, just your standard, I think army painter bushes. Put them down. The tree is from a garden centre. You get a pack of trees, the things that when they do the little Christmas displays with the train tracks go around, you can buy packs of them. If you look at some of the snow there, it's not great at all, and it comes on quite a big base at the bottom, plastic base. But basically sprayed it and rolled it in some watered down PVA. Just rolled it in some flock just to dampen it down a bit. Just techniques that some of the terrain tutorial guys teach you about on some of the other websites, just to dull down that plastic effect a little bit. But I wasn't too bothered. I just wanted them on the board. I did 3 of them. So just you put them down on the board on a white battle mat. And they just do the part. Nice and basic, simple, and they're fine for wargaming as well. If you're doing, say, like a Space Wolves or something like that. Also, going on to the battle mats, I do want to do a shout out for the battle mats, because I ordered a battle mat for the weekend away, which was a couple of months back now. And 6 weeks later, I got it from quite a reputable gaming online gaming company. I won't mention any names because I don't want to be sued, but people will know who they are. Promised me delivery. I think it was 10 days before it was due to arrive. Rang them back up. This is after 6 weeks of waiting. Still hadn't come in from Europe. Couldn't guarantee that they were going to get it to me on time. So it would have been like over 7 weeks before I'd ordered it. So I ended up having to cancel the order, and I went to a company called Incon Gaming, INCOM Gaming, right? And I'll put a link down below on the details, on information. And there, I actually talked to the manager himself, explained the situation, and he could not have been more helpful. I think the motto is something like small enough to care, big enough to matter. Really helpful guy. Rushed an order through from Europe, so it can be done. and got me an ice effect, snow effect, like terrain, tundra type battle mat within 10 days, and he got it posted to me first class to my mother-in-law's address, which was near my caravan, and just by the skin of my teeth managed to get the mat in time, took the trees down, took the army down. Brilliant. So that's www.incongaming.co.uk. As I say, I'll put the link in the details. Really, really good. They've got some great stuff there and really reliable guys. I'm a gamer just like you. I don't get any money off any of them. I don't get any commissions off anyone. I just want to help make our lives better. So they are a really, really good company, guys. So if you can send business their way, they're really reliable. So, bought some terrain as well. I'll give you a little bit of a sort of like product review here as well, because this is really important. So another piece of terrain I bought, well, I actually bought a load of terrain, with some housing and some huts. Got it from the same company that let me down with the battle mats. Look, like basically on the pictures shows these old cottages and sort of Viking huts, all of the weathering effects and everything like that. Obviously understanding that it's coming unpainted, no problem at all. So what turns up is basically these. And that there has absolutely no this is the picture you get on the website, right? If you look at the weathering on the grain on the wood, and the sort of like the gaps in the sort of uneven wood pieces and everything like that, and even like the slats going along the side, nothing. You get a door, like a plastic door, which not on the one I've put together doesn't even fit. It doesn't bond with this material either, which I think is PVC, right? So it's PVC. It's got no grain to it, no texture to it whatsoever. You might as well have bought one of these, got some cardboard from your cereals, and just made duplicates of this. Absolutely atrocious, guys. The PVC itself, if you do the mistake I did, which is if you don't wash it and soak it, which it's okay doing with figures and things, but try soaking and washing these. If you don't do that, the paints just won't bond them. You have to paint them about 4 times to do it. Now, I'll show you the one I did. Now, this still needs weathering, right? I had to put it on a piece of basically cardboard, because even when you glue it together, it won't really bond with stuff. So I had to put it on a base so that it would actually hold its shape. Right, so I did this. It still needs a bit of weathering, guys. But I obviously used a Stanley knife to put some grain in things. I did uneven cuts and things like that. If you can see there, I actually filled that in with Gorilla expanding glue, and it's still massive gaps. And just try and see there. You can see where the expanding foam has actually had a negative effect on the PVC. But it's all you could do to keep this in place, because the gap was so big, guys. You were talking like gaps like this. Very, very poor product. And as I say, the amount of work that I do to actually get this to look anything like a house. About four lots of paint I had to put on it. So if you're thinking you want to do a whole village, just not worth it. There's so many other better housing products out there, which I've showed you in my previous video, I think it was, or the one before. If you go back to them, you'll see some other stuff you can get for similar price. They come in plastics, or they come where you basically spray them with a base spray, and it soaks into the wood, or the compressed wood, and leaves the shape and textile underneath. It's superb. I'll show them in another video, guys. But all I can say, this is Plascraft Games. From my personal point of view, it's the last product I'll buy from them, and I bought a stack of them, so I'll get them made up. It's going to take me ages. I'll get them made up, and then I won't be buying from them again. So, almost done, guys. So just a final thing as well. I've recently bought some gnolls as well. I've got a massive amount of gnolls because that's the next part of the World's Largest Dungeon they're doing, and I've got a really, really good deal on them, and it's from another company who I go to quite regular. It's a store that I walk into at Bridlington, which is called Mighty Lancer Games. Same thing, www.mightylancergames.co.uk. And there, if you're into role playing and things like that, they're all, the guy who owns it, the guy who works for him, all the people who go in, they're all role players, they're all war gamers. They're not just guys trying to make a buck. They do it for the love of the hobby, and you get some really, really good discount off them guys, especially if you become a known customer, which I've been in there quite a lot. I can have up to like 20% discount, sometimes a little bit more than that. I don't get any commission for mentioning his name or anything like that. But I just thought I wanted to put a shout out for him because he's got so much Ral Partha, Bones, Dark Reaper, and then just the roleplay products, 5th edition D&D, Pathfinder, Cthulhu, and then just independent books as well, Walking Dead, all sorts of products in there. So again, if you want to get roleplay stuff, Mighty Lancer Games, I'll put the link below. Really, really good guys, and he's a top bloke as well. I've had some good, when I meant to pop in for 10 minutes and 2 hours later I'm still talking to him, so really nice guy. And then finally, final note, just come back this Tuesday now. I was at the Games Expo at Birmingham with Josie from Green Stuff Games and Andy from Blackjack Legacy on the weekend. We were there the Friday, sort of like dinner time till tea time, and Saturday all day we were there. Absolutely brilliant guys. Best thing of the weekend was the freeway fighting, which I've had since I was 11-year-old. Managed to get that signed by the great man himself, Ian Livingston. And you've seen me mention his books before. For anyone who's the likes of Death Trap Dungeon, if you ever want to start dungeon mastering, this is a great guide to just picking one of these up and incorporating them into a game. So really good, these products, guys. I've got loads of these. I've had them for years. Josie herself, I spent a lot of time. I only seen Andy a little bit. We met up for about half an hour, had a chat. Really nice guy. Spent a bit more time with Josie. Obviously, if you go to her stuff at Green Stuff Games on YouTube, you'll see interviews with her that we did. She's just a great person. Better in the flesh than I thought she was, and I've loved the channel for well over a year now. So please go and check out her channel as well. She's absolutely fantastic. One of the nicest people I've met. And we had a brilliant time there. Managed to pick up a few excellent things like Song of Fire and Ice. I've been wanting that for a while. It was there at one of the vendors. Just not so much for running it, because I probably won't ever run that, but just to have it in my collection, and just to have things like to have the full map of Westeros and things like that. Got the Dungeon Masters screen as well, because it was £10 reduced from 30 or something like that, and it's just something to add to the hobby collection, so to speak. Another thing I got while I was there, which you might be interested in, guys. This is from a company called D and Dice, right? Comes flat, can have it flat, stick them in your books wherever, and all it is, it's you just clip it together. It's £10 each, come in different colours and everything, and it's just a roll, nice for rolling your dice in, dice rolling box. It's like a felt inside, so it's not going to damage your dice or anything. Really good product. Snap Fit product. Excellent. And I just spent too much money there, guys, but it was really good. I think we walked about 5 or 6 miles. We had on our tracker of how far we'd walked in the day, and that was just in the compound itself, in the actual hall itself. So very big, lots of vendors, lots of ways to spend your money. But yeah, that's it, guys. So as I say, I'm back. I'll put some stills of the goblins I've painted. And I've not stopped, guys. As I say, I've still been going, I've still been hobbying, and you'll see how much work I've done on my world on one of the next videos I do. So until next time, guys, hope you're all okay. Really glad to be back. And for any of you that have been waiting for painting videos, and for any that have sent me stuff that they've had sat in the garages and they can't wait to see me painting that, it is coming, guys. Honestly to God, it will be coming. Just got to get this health blip out of the way and hopefully come back with a clean bill of health. And then I can really throw myself back into it. Brush reviews will be coming. We'll just crack back on where we left off, guys. Can't wait to do it all with you, share the experiences with you, and also catch up on the multitude of videos that you've released that I haven't had time to watch. I haven't really watched anyone's videos lately because I've been that busy. So that's all I'm gonna roll back and spend hours painting and watching all your videos again, guys. Can't wait to get back into it. And take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.